All right, my flow.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Browns' versatile running back. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Browns and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They really asserted their role out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 47 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to throw. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Ravens are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They'll set up to throw. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they'll run on the inside hand. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He's got a man, complete. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 3, second down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
first and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a toss here, short side. Down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
That time, a 9-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Looking to throw. And quickly into the hands of Waller. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Good push up front, and that'll run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second and 3. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score. They